All right, great Wednesday morning. What's that's up, Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, and with our 15 minutes of mastery that we do each and every day to get you some information, inspiration, and motivation. And today is episode number 370, where we continue our segment on leadership. Hope you're doing well and that you are ready to roll. Man, today, leadership, empathy, how important is it? Why is it important? And how can you go about putting into practice, right? So, check this out. It's Wednesday, right? Wednesday, and today is the 6th. And so times are a changing. And with that being said, leadership starts with you. Doesn't start with government, doesn't start with the president, doesn't start with Senate and Congress. It starts with you. So that's why we're bringing this to you so that you can realize just how much in control you really are. But we're talking about empathy, right? Simon Sinek writes, empathy is being concerned about the human being, not just their output. And that right there, folks, can be a little tricky since we're in sales. It's about the output, right? You think about it, man, we've got to hit the month. We got to do these numbers for the month. It's all about what are we funding this month? It's numbers based, it's results based. We get it. But I'm here to tell you that you will hit even bigger numbers and more consistently and continue to grow when you can do it taking in consideration everyone around you, from team to clients and things of that nature. So imagine, I want you to think back. Think about that time when somebody really paid attention to you. They understood what was going on. You were struggling with some stuff and they just got to know why, and they figured out who and how they can best help you, right? Well, that right there, my friends, is leading with empathy. That's being empathetic, taking the time to listen, to understand, not listen to respond, listening and not interrupting, just trying to get a word in. It's being sympathetic to the issues that may be going on or the concerns that you may have, whether it's your client concerned about financing, or it's my first time buying a home and what's my family going to say, to maybe it's another team member within your location who's struggling with some things that are going on right now with their deals. Maybe they're just not figuring out certain part of the sales process, or maybe they've got something going on in their life that's affecting them, and it's an opportunity for you to help out. That right there is being empathetic. It's really understanding and then helping that person feel genuinely that you understand and are concerned and are there to help out. And that is leading by empathy. And that does not require you to be any sort of manager to get it done. It just means you're a human being who cares, right? And so empathy is really, really a powerful tool for building authentic relationships, both with our clients and with our team members. Every client has unique needs. Everyone has their own situation that they're dealing with, their own concerns, their own hopes that they are trying to accomplish. And you, my friends, are there. And when you're attentive and when you can listen to whatever it is that's telling you, their stories, their concerns, you create a space where that client feels valued and understood, and that builds trust within you, for you, towards you, by that client, right? And the same thing with our team members and our colleagues. Empathy will foster that supportive environment, that culture. You'll have a great vibe in your office, and the vibe needs to be right. But when I feel that you so and so is talking about me, and he or she goes and runs their mouth behind my back and talks about me, but to my face is smiling, that creates a very toxic environment. And we need to get away from that, because that is the norm in a lot of places within this industry. But we're doing our part to get rid of that and bring in what is going to make everyone that much more effective. And because that is what the people of this wonderful country need and require of us, because we are who can, you are who can provide them the home that they need at the price they can afford. And now we need to step up and start acting in a way that correlates with that leadership opportunity that we have now. Okay. So when you're talking to your teammates, when you're dealing with them and you're invested in their success and they can feel it, they understand it, they know it, it goes to creating a great culture within the office. And that's what high performers are doing all the time. They understand that it's not simply empathy is not simply about being nice, but it's about taking an active approach to helping out, solving problems, building relationships, both with clients and with their team members. They ask questions, they listen actively, they tune into both the verbal and the nonverbal. They're paying attention, they're noticing all these things, and then they're providing solutions based around those different situations so that they can build that trust and so that they can help these clients move forward. Or if it's with a team member, same thing. That high performers checking in on those challenges that somebody's having. Hey, I've noticed that this is going on in the past. When I've gone through this is what's worked for me. Let's sit down, let's work together, let's get this done. Or maybe just helping taking the time to understand what may be going on with that other team member to be able to lend a hand. Maintaining empathy is key. It's a key practice that must be done daily, and that's something that high performers really truly encompass and they put out there each and every day, because they're building relationships both with clients and with their team members that are rooted in trust and loyalty. Trust and loyalty. I'm asking you right now to stop and think about this at your location where you're at. Do you trust everyone around you? Are you loyal, and do you feel that they are loyal to you? Because if not, then there's something wrong with the culture there at that office. And you play a part in it, but I'm going to go a step further and say management, leadership is responsible for that, whether it's that they're condoning it or they're encouraging it or they're just allowing it to happen. So either way, we need to do our part as high performers to avoid that. Because here's the thing, man. Up until now, right? Sales leadership would often focus on the bottom line, on the numbers. Like I said, hey, what's our goal for this month? And that's an important thing. We have to have a goal of numbers of units delivered and funded each and every month. That is what we do. However, when you prioritize empathy within the team and with your clients, now what happens is you disrupt. And we talk about disrupting, right? We're disruptors in this industry. Manufactured home sales mastery is. But we come in and we disrupt that one-dimensional approach where it's just about the numbers, it's just about the numbers. And don't be. I've had leadership in the past that were truly people that they just didn't get it. They were great mentors and learned a lot from them, but my gosh, I also learned what not to do from them and how not to lead. And that's sad truth, but it's the honest truth. And I'm just glad that I got to learn from that. But by genuinely listening to our clients and to our team members' concerns, leaders now can connect, right, on a human level. Leaders now are able to make people feel understood and valued. And when you do that, now what's happening within your clients, you get more loyal clients. They actually do the things they need to get done so these deals move faster. When you do it with your team, now what happens is there's that bond, there's that strong relationship. Everyone's working together, everyone's handling their roles, everybody's doing everything they can to make sure that we're hitting the quota, but it's in a manner that is truly about the team, and it's about growth, and it's about continuing to improve. And that, my friends, it's a freaking fantastic environment. That's right now what I experience when I go visit the team over there in Tyler, Texas at Mobile Home Masters. They've made that adjustment. They've made that switch and over the last few weeks. And it's amazing to see, and it's even better to experience firsthand. And that's what I wish for all of you out there. Oh, and by the way, if you would like to find out about how you can get that done, please reach out to us at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, because we can definitely help you make it happen. But anyway, let's talk about how you could practice empathy in manufactured home sales, because that doesn't seem to go hand in hand. Like I said, up until now, there's a lot of it in the sales culture all around the country where it's just, we sell manufactured homes, but man, the attitude behind it and the lack of empathy is amazing. But let's get into this list here real quick. Okay, first and foremost, here's what you can do. You can actively listen without interrupting. Already said, just pay attention. Let your client speak. Let your team member speak. Listen. Listen actively, right? So that you can notice the things that are not being said, but then listen to simply be able to help out, to understand, not to respond, not to cut people off. Listen without interrupting and ask those thoughtful questions. Dig deep. Don't take the surface level answer. Sound familiar? Same thing we do with the interview, right? Dig deep, ask those thoughtful questions, but acknowledge and validate their feelings. Hey, Mr. Customer, I completely understand that you'd be concerned about the financing. Who would not be when we're just a few months, or I should say, we're a few years removed from when rates were 2-3%, and now you're seeing things that 6.5, 8, 10, 12. It makes sense, but let me help you understand why that happened and how you can still become a homeowner. So when you can acknowledge and validate their feelings, I completely understand you'd be concerned. Hey, you know what, Joe? Man, I completely understand that you'd be concerned about the fact that right now you're struggling with X in your business. When you can do that and validate their feelings, don't make them feel dumb for it, and don't lose patience because of it. Because guess what? You've been in that situation before, or you will be in the future, because we all go through it. We all hit obstacles. We all hit those roadblocks. And so when someone comes to you and says, hey, this is what I'm feeling right now, don't freaking kick them to the dirt. Don't kick them to the curb. Understand what's going on and acknowledge and validate their feelings. Next, be open and transparent. Leaders, that is huge. It's huge to be open and transparent with your customers and with your team. Your customers should know exactly what they're getting themselves into, what the price of the home is, what estimated payments are going to be, down payments, all of that. Be open and transparent. When is the home going to be built? When should I expect it? All of these things. What do they need to do? Same thing with your team members. Be open and transparent as far as what expectations are, what they're going to have to get done each and every day, and what the rules are for being a part of the team there. Be open and transparent with them. If you got changing in price structure, commission structures, get out there, be open, be transparent. Best thing that you can do. And lastly, you want to follow up on concerns. Any concerns that whether a client or a team member brings up, hey, let's get this resolved. Let's figure this thing out. Don't leave those things hanging. Don't ignore the calls or the text messages. Don't just walk by that team member or consultant's office and not even pay attention to them because you don't really want to talk to them about that concern. Follow up on those concerns and you'll make everyone feel better. And at the same time, everybody will move in the right direction even quicker. And you're cultivating a culture that is one that revolves around making sure that everybody is working together and moving for the common cause, both clients and your team members. So go out and do that, and you'll see exactly why leading with empathy is so huge. And by you deciding to be a part of our 2025 Path to Master event going on November 18th and 19th, you'll also learn more about leading by empathy, leading with empathy, because we're going to be diving deep into leadership skills. We're going to dive deep into what it takes to be able to advance your career through leadership, even though you don't have the role yet. We've got people like Sergio Rios with Gold Financial Home Loans, Thomas Dunn with Manufactured Housing Industry of Arizona, Doug Tolene, Champion Homes, David Finney, Build Media, Ed Leos, John Maxwell, Leadership Coach, myself, all coming in, and we're going to work on time management, leadership, professional development, and goal setting. And you get to be a part of a mastermind all year long, 2025. All of that for only $225. And 75% of that's going to the American Red Cross for the Manufactured to Win Hurricane Helene and Milton fundraiser to help the folks affected in those areas. So don't forget, that just happened not too long ago. So people out there are still suffering, and we're doing our part to be able to help out in conjunction with you. The other 25% is going to sponsor our industry brothers and sisters in those areas so they can be a part of the event as well. Go to manufacturedhomesalesmastery.com. Get signed up and let's go out and do great things together. You guys have a great Wednesday. Go listen, don't interrupt, and value everyone around you. You guys have a great day. And as always, I can't wait to meet you.